All right, so welcome to this video. Today we'll be looking at errors, okay? And this question here is going to help us understand the errors in details. All right, so the question says, a student nurse measured the temperature of a child who had fever. The temperature was recorded as 38.9 degrees Celsius. If the true value is expected to be 36.5 degrees Celsius, determine the following: absolute error, relative error, percentage error. So all these three errors that they have actually put here, they are related. Okay, they are related. And you just have to know their formulas for you to answer this question. Okay, so we'll start with the absolute error. So we'll represent the absolute error with AE. Okay, so absolute error is actually equals to the measured value, okay, minus the true value, and then you put them in bars or in absolute um, bars like that. Okay, so now since you are putting bars, it actually does not matter which one you start with. You can start true value minus recorded value, okay, or you can actually say recorded value minus true value. It does not matter. Why doesn't it matter? Because we have these bars here. So these bars here will make anything that is actually inside the brackets there to be what? To be positive. So if, for example, I found my absolute error to be -2, because of these bars here, this guy here will come out as what? As positive. So the bars here, what we call as uh, the absolute bars, or sometimes they call them as modulus. Later on in math, you're going to learn about the modulus functions. Okay, so the modulus functions will just cancel out the negative. So whether you have a positive number in between them or a negative number, you are still going to get a positive answer. Okay, so for this question, we're just going to use this one here. Absolute error is equals to the true value minus the recorded value. Okay, and then we'll talk about the relative error. So the relative error is equals to the absolute value that you find using this formula divided by the true value. This is the formula for the relative error. Then when you come to the percentage error, okay, the percentage error is very simple. You just get your relative error and then you multiply by 100. That's all. Okay, you multiply by 100%. That's the formula for the absolute, I mean for the percent error. So you can see that the formula actually what? Connected. So if you don't know the formula for the absolute error, then you are dead. Okay? Not necessarily you're dead, but you can't find the other answers here. Okay, you can't find the other answers there. Okay, so let's find. Okay, so what is our measured value? Our recorded value was this. So I'll say recorded value was actually 38.9 degrees Celsius. Okay, what was the true value? The true value was 36.5 degrees Celsius. Okay, this is what we need in order to answer all these questions. So I'm going to say number one, the absolute error is equals to, in bars, I'll put the true value, which is this, 36 point, okay, 36 point, what is that now? Okay, 36.5 minus 38.9. I forgot to put the units there, so it's better you include the units. And then minus 38.9 degrees Celsius in bars. So we're going to punch this on the calculator. So 36.5 minus 38.9, that one is going to give me minus 2.4. Okay, but you see that this minus 2.4 is actually in these bars here, these two lines like that. So these two lines means that we cancel out whatever is negative. So the absolute error here is just going to be 2.4. Okay, and the units for this absolute error will just be what? Degrees Celsius. So make sure you actually include the units. If you don't include the units, they are going to cancel out some marks for you. Okay, so we've done the absolute error. We can now do the relative error. So the relative error, we just said it's what? The absolute error, which is 2.4 degrees Celsius divided by the true value, which is 36.5 degrees Celsius. So here we notice that the degrees Celsius or any units that you have are actually going to cancel out. So I just have 2.4 divided by 36.5. So the calculator, my calculator shows 2.4 divided by 36.5. Okay, it shows this number 0.06573424. And this is not going to have any units because the units there have actually what? The units there have actually cancelled out. Okay, so now this answer that you get, you round it off to the same number of significant figures that you had there. Okay, so those numbers that were given had 3 significant figures. So meaning even our answer here is going to have 3 significant figures. Okay, so we all know that the leading zeros are never significant. So our 3 significant figures here are going to be 6, 5, and then the 7. Okay, I forgot the 5 here. So after 7, there's a 5 here. Okay, so I'm going to round it off where the 5 is. Oh, let me just show it. I forgot the 5 from the calculator. I'm looking at it again. So 0.065, and then there's 7, 5, 3, 4, and then 2, 4. So I just want to give my answer with 3 significant figures because what I had at 3 significant figures. So I'm going to round it off from here. So this 5 here, okay, it means we add a 1 to this. If the number that was there was less than 5, then we just add the 0. If it's 5 or more, we add a 1 to this. So the final answer will be 0.0657, okay, like that. That will be my relative error. Okay, what about my percentage error? So percentage error, okay, we just said is the relative error 0.0, okay, 0.0657 multiplied by 100%. Okay, so when I multiply this on my calculator, what am I getting as my percentage error? Okay, so my percentage error is just going to be 6 point, oh, I forgot to add the 1 here. Eh? So this is 8 like that because this is 5. So add the 1 there. So even this one is 8. Okay, so it's going to be 6.58%. So this will be my percentage error like that. Okay, so it is as simple as that to find the absolute error, the relative error, and the percent error. So just have to know the recorded value and the true value, then you'll be able to find anything that you want. Okay, so in some questions, it will not come as direct as this one. Okay, they may give you the absolute error. Okay, I mean they may give you maybe the relative error, and then they ask you to find the true value, and then from the true value, that's when you find the absolute error. Okay. All right. So that's be clever enough to actually understand whatever they have given you. Okay. So those who need more videos, okay, on chemistry topics, mathematics, physics, biology, please, we'd love to let you know that we have a full website, okay, of videos that can actually help you study at your own time, at your own pace. So just go to Chrome here. This is the website here, but let me go to home. Okay, so just search discretelearning.com and then it will take you to this website. So on this website, you can see there's math, chemistry, where am I going now? Math, chemistry, physics, biology, and we have videos on other topics. Okay, so these can actually help you to learn and understand better at your own time, at your own pace, even in your blankets. Okay, so make sure you visit this website and subscribe for the course of your choice. Otherwise, thank you so much for watching this video. This has been Tutor Poul Solutions. Until next time, always there for you.